My distinguished colleagues, I am Senator Mohammed Ali Ndume, representing Borno South, and I am, with other colleagues, the sponsor of this motion, which is the urgent need to correct misconception regarding purported Christian genocide narrative in Nigeria and the international community. I want to state here also that some of my colleagues' names have been missing, and I think that should be reflected after the motion and the votes and proceedings. So I'll go ahead to read the motion, which is the urgent need to correct misconception regarding purported Christian genocide narrative in Nigeria and the international community. The Senate is aware that Nigeria is a multi-ethnic, multi-religious federation whose unity and stability depends on mutual respect, tolerance, and accurate representation of its national realities. Concerned about the increasing circulation, both domestically and internationally, of the narrative alleging an ongoing Christian genocide in Nigeria, amplified by some advocacy groups, foreign media, and religious networks. Also concerned that such narrative, though often arising from genuine concern, risks oversimplifying Nigeria's security challenges, deepening sectorial suspicion, and creating negative perception of the country in the international community. Note that Nigeria continues to face insurgency, terrorism, banditry, communal violence, and criminal attacks, which have tragically claimed the lives of both Christians and Muslims. Just few examples. In Plateau in July, violent attacks on farming community, predominantly Christian, led to over deaths of 20 or more and destruction of properties. In Katsina, Zamfara, and even Sokoto and Kebbi, there has been reported killings recently of Muslims, mainly, and in fact, in some instances, in a mosque that is in their prayer place. In Borno State, my state, recently, over 53 people, all Muslims, were killed in Dar es Jamal. Just last week, in my local government, Kirawa which constitutes majority Muslims, about 95 or more percent, were completely displaced and they had to run to Cameroon. Unfortunately, it was reported that they were Christians. And I don't think there are Christians among them because I'm from that local government. In Kaduna State, we have this issue of banditry in Kaduna South particularly, but not directed to a particular religion. So we also note that the Nigerian Constitution of the Federal Republic, the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended, guarantees freedom of religion, equal protection under law, and obliges the states to protect lives and properties of citizens irrespective of faith and ethnicity. Recognizes the importance of transparent communication, interfaith solidarity, and fact-based reporting in countering extremist propaganda and preventing sectarian division. Mindful of the recent discussion in the United States particularly, and United States Senate and Congress particularly on religious freedom, including moves to designate Nigeria as a country of particular concern, which is known as CPC. And I want to state here that Nigeria was placed on that by the current president, Donald Trump. And it was during the government of Biden that Nigeria was removed. The implication of this is somewhat, and I hope my colleagues will understand that. Then affirm that while Nigeria faces security challenges, these are not defined by religion alone, but by complex mix of terrorism, criminality, and social economic factors. Accordingly, urge the federal government through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, security agencies, and other relevant stakeholders to enhance transparent and data-driven public communication, providing verified casual figures and the context, and counter the misinformation. For example, what I read about the submission of Ted Cruz was that over 50,000 Christians were killed. But to me, it may be more or it may be less. But the UNDP authentically gave the figure from 2009 to date as 350,000 deaths occurred as a result of Boko Haram terrorists and all that attack. 2, call on religious leaders, civil societies organizations, and Nigerian media, as well as foreign media, to communicate responsibly, avoiding language that could inflame sectorial division while fostering dialogue, unity, and mutual trust. Example of this is just yesterday, the CAN made a statement that it is not true. The same thing today. There's social media information going around that Christians are being persecuted. This is coming originally from the American Senate, and this Senate or the National Assembly have a responsibility. Now, 3, mandate the Committee on Foreign Affairs, National Security to collaborate with executive in developing a coordinated national communication strategy to present accurate information on security and interfaith relations. Engage constructively, and that is very important, Mr. Senate President, distinguished colleagues. This is coming from the US Congress originally. On the 2nd of October, the Canadian Parliament also expressed concern through their leaders. The House had passed a resolution on this matter, Resolution 594 in the US Congress, and it has also been referred to their Foreign Relations Committee. Andrew Scheer, who is the leader of the opposition in the Canadian Parliament, brought this matter forward on the 2nd of October 2025. The US Congress Foreign Affairs Committee have been given that responsibility in March. Ted Cruz, most recently, and some others, 5 senators, all Republicans, have also led their colleagues in condemning.
What page? What page is that?
Sir?
What page?
It's additional information.
I didn't hear you.
Okay, you need it.
What page? What page are you reading now?
It's additional information.
But you should give us a written. You should give us a written document. You are debating your own motion.
Yes. No, I'm not debating. I'm providing more information.
No, but it should be in writing.
Okay.
I think we should first stick to what you have on paper. So
okay.
Until we go into debate. Because
okay, and lastly, I'm even done, Mr. President.
Okay. Then I thank you.
Promote interfaith peace-building programs that emphasize shared experiences and losses. And then finally, urge the federal government to ensure justice and accountability for the victims of violent attacks, irrespective of religion, ethnicity, as a means of addressing impunity, promoting reconciliation, and strengthening public confidence in the institution. Mr. President and distinguished colleagues, before I stand, and you said this, I should stick to the information on the motion. But as I want to say, Mr. President, if some of us know or some of us don't know, as I stand before you, I am a product of both religion. My mother is a Christian.
I thought we should have a seconder. Let somebody second this motion. Then we can now subject it
Would
to
I have the chance
debates.
again to talk about it?
No. The procedure.
Okay. So be it.
It's a motion.
I therefore move the motion that this Senate needs to urgently correct the misinformation on the purported Christian genocide narrative in Nigeria and in the international community. I so move.
Thank you. Any seconder? Dismiss Senator Wamako.